Hey everybody, welcome to Detour Ahead. Now you might be thinking, Alex is doing the intro? That's a little off kilter. That's a little weird. Where's Riley? Why isn't Riley doing one of his funny little intros that he does every week? Why don't we have a silly little cold open? Why is it cutting straight to Alex introducing the show? That's weird. Uh
Because he took another fucking detour.
no, Riley's actually hunting down on he's scrolling on Grinder to find a new dad.
I wasn't expecting that one. And ow, it fucking hurts to laugh right now. Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Detour Ahead, everybody. I'm Alex, aka Colochu, and with me today is my fill-in co-host here, RaggingGingy. Welcome back.
Yo.
We might have a possible penguin appearance later if she feels better, but we'll see. Maybe we'll be lucky. Okay. So, welcome to the show, everybody. Gingy, how you doing?
You know, minus this tooth infection that is back, I'm doing just peachy, and I can't do anything until I get an asinine amount of money ready for fucking dental work.
Yeah, dental's super expensive. My dad's a dentist, so I mean, like, I don't know how much it cost, but at the same time, it's like it's one of those things
I'm
where I
looking
was
at roughly $1,800 out of pocket
to do what?
to essentially pull out a molar that's infected. That's what's causing my pain right now is my molar, or one of the molars.
Your dad just grab some pliers and just yank it out.
I wish it were that simple, Alex. I wish it were that simple.
It's not. Look, a long time ago, someone very important to me told me, if it's easy, you're doing it wrong. So I think about that all the time. If you're doing it, if it's easy, you're probably doing something wrong. So,
That's a fair point. Other than that, I'm doing just fine.
anything new going on?
I have clicked on God knows how many Wooloos the past couple of days in Pokemon Go.
Trying to find that shiny.
Yeah, I did. I managed to finally found one, but my so I have a moment of silence here because I did like a mass release, right? Because I was at my cab.
Yeah.
I have a moment of silence for my Galarian Articuno that got released on accident.
Isn't it a legendary? Shouldn't it ask you?
Yes, but I did a couple of Kyogre raids,
Ah.
so
Okay.
I did not favorite the Articuno.
Are you ready for Galarian Ponyta and regular Ponyta Community Day?
Yeah, okay, maybe this will piss you off a little bit, but I'm very underwhelmed with the pony getting the community day.
I think it's a fantastic shiny, something that I don't have on any other game, so I'm excited.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm happy for those who are excited for this community day. But both forms of Ponyta shinies have been in the game, so it doesn't feel fresh to me. Like, I know we just got off of a community day with Papa Leo, which was, like chef's kiss on point. But why not give us, if we're going back, why not give us a Pokemon debut? Like, give us a Rookity community day. Give a shiny Corviknight.
Make it on point, on theme with what's going on with the Dynamax and stuff.
Exactly. See, there you go.
That's fair. I think this is still on point. I mean, I get that they've already been in there. I think isn't it a classic community day?
No.
Oh, is it
Not
the
a
regular
classic.
September one?
Yeah. I don't think September has a community day classic.
I never understood how the Community Day Classics worked.
Essentially, Community Day Classics are repeat Community Days. Like
I
those exact
know
Community
that,
Days have
but
already
not every
happened.
month has one. So
No, I think it's every other month, something like that. But no, other than that, nothing really. I mean, if you have a PC, listeners, go buy Squirrel with a gun.
oh, is that
It
out?
is. Oh yeah, it's out on PC. It won't come out for console until October.
Okay. It does look like a fantastic game. I'm waiting for that Legend of Zelda, the actual Zelda game, that the first
Oh
one,
yeah.
the
Is
Link's
it
Awakening. That's
is
this
it the
month, I
fucking
believe.
Harry Potter Quidditch game coming out this month?
Yeah. I'm not going to get it. I'm not that big of a Harry Potter fan.
Oh, I'm a Harry Potter bitch.
What house are you?
Fucking love Harry Potter.
Fucking Gryffindor.
Fuck no.
Ravenclaw.
Goddamn. No, I am a proud Hufflepuff. Thank you.
You don't strike me as a Hufflepuff. Most Hufflepuffs I meet are on the gay spectrum, so,
Oh, I took the
or the
official
autism
Pottermore
spectrum.
quiz. Huh?
Go ahead.
No, I took the official Pottermore quiz. Like I'm a Hufflepuff. My Patronus is a black mare. My wand is 13.5 quarter-inch cherry wood wand with a unicorn hair for the core.
Solid. I keep forgetting that you can't see my camera, so I'm like reacting to the camera, and then I'm like, wait, ignore that. This is Gingy can't see me, so it's fine. I'm not doing any visuals. I'm literally just sitting here drinking. That's it.
Scaring.
But yeah, and anything else?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, I've been having arguments with my car because she's been misbehaving.
My car's been misbehaving for like months. It finally stopped making the noise that it's been making for like 5 months, which means I need to go get it fixed.
Uh-oh.
Because, if you hear a sound, it's like, uh-oh, okay. And then that sound suddenly stops. You're like, ah, shit.
Something's up.
Something's wrong. Something was wrong before, but now I put that off too long, and now it's stopped, which makes me very, very nervous.
I would certainly go get that checked out. Oh, I am steadily progressing playing through all the Assassin's Creed games. I just wrapped up Black Flag a couple of days ago, so I just started on Rogue.
Okay, I noticed you were streaming that.
Yeah, I'm going through all of the Assassin's Creed games.
Real quick, what's your name on you've been playing a little bit of Unite, right? Did you check that out at all?
I have been slowly getting back into it because that's what my kiddo likes playing.
What's your name on there?
It might be RaggingGingy.
Or PPAF Gingy? Something like that.
You know what? I will boot up Unite right now.
Oh, you don't have to. It's not that big of a deal. Penguin and I were playing either the past 2 days.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely. Like I'm booting it up right now. Like I'm more than happy to play with you guys.
We went up against a team, and at the end, I noticed one of the names said Pixels YT, and I was like, "Holy shit, is that Gingy?"
I'm super stoked for fucking Darkrai.
Darkrai should be cool. I'm glad that they fucking balanced the game out a little bit better. They nerfed Zacian. They nerfed Ceruledge. They nerfed Slowbro.
It's finally nice for Armor Rogue to fucking be there. I always felt off knowing that Ceruledge was in Unite.
I mean, I also feel off that they didn't allow us to become Cleaver.
true.
Because Scyther and Scissors are in there. But, you know.
I think I found my new main in Unite because I was playing a couple of games and
That's right. Who is your main in Unite?
it used to be a Azumarill.
That's what Penguin's working on right now.
Used to be a Azumarill, but now my new main is Mimikyu.
Mimikyu just got buffed too, which is perfect. I'm pretty sure I told you this before, but my main is Meowscarada, Grass Cat.
It is Grass Cat.
You don't see a lot of Grass Cat when you're playing. Nobody plays Grass Cat. Except when they do, they're always 100% better than me, and then I lose interest. But, you know, it's not my problem.
Speaking of Grass Cat, did you get your Grass Cat in Pokemon Go?
What do you mean?
Did you not? Oh, I'm having a brain fart. They just put in the Galar starters, but I was thinking Grass Cat. Because you can get the Paldean starters in Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Oh, alright. Never mind. It was a big brain fart.
I think the only Paldea Pokemon I don't have that's in the game is Bombardier. But that was just because I couldn't do raids at the time. Or I couldn't do 3-star raids on my own.
Okay, I'm booting up Unite right now. It is RaggingGingy.
Okay, so we found a Pixels _S -YT last night. And I'm like, there's no way that's Gingy. There's no way. His would probably be like PPAF Gingy or RaggingGingy. It wouldn't be Pixels YT. But
Oh, Miraidon is?
yeah, Miraidon's in the game.
Where's my boy Koraidon?
Nah, fuck Koraidon.
Fuck you.
Nah, I love Koraidon. Make him an
Well,
attacker and have him run around.
Where the fuck is Zamazenta?
They don't care about Zamazenta. They just want Funny Dog with sword in his mouth. It's clearly the superior one. Pokemon Sword sold more copies than Pokemon Shield because they put a sword in a dog's mouth and called it a legendary.
So what's new with you?
I went to a convention this past weekend.
Ooh.
It was I was down in Columbus, Ohio for Matsuricon.
Matsuricon.
Matsuricon. I talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago because we skipped last week because I was not here. Last episode I talked about this and my whole plan and everything. I'll get into that in a minute. So this Alex's big adventure, I believe it's 4 at this point. I think it's 4. Bradley's gonna kill me if it's not. But begins Thursday after work. I get home at 5 o'clock, which is way later than I wanted to get home, but I got fucked at work. So I'm sitting
Did they
around.
ask for consent first?
No, you don't. Consent doesn't mean anything when it's when it's work versus you.
Oh, trust me, I know. My job's been fucking me too. But anyway.
So I get home way later than I needed to be. So I'm sitting around. I text a group chat. Hey, I'm probably just gonna show up tomorrow morning, Friday. It's looking like I have a lot of prep time. I didn't pack at all. I still had to get gas in my car. I still had to go pick up some things from the store. Lot of prep work, way too much. Get my Ash Ketchum cosplay ready to go. Get all of my get everything I needed for the convention that weekend all set and ready to go. But anyway, so I'm running around frantically trying to get everything. I have a sign that my friend Rachel, friend of the podcast Rachel, made. She made it, I believe, Wednesday night. So that's how close I was cutting things. Because my whole plan for this convention would not have worked without the sign. And you'll see that in a minute when I press send in live chat. So I'm running around doing all this prep work, and it's fucking stressing me out. And then all of a sudden, it's like 8:30, and I'm just sitting in my hot ass apartment because the AC unit broke a couple weeks ago, and they still haven't fucking fixed it. So I'm sitting here, and I'm just like, I can't fucking sleep in this hot ass apartment when I know I can go sleep in a nice cold hotel bed. So I just pack everything into the car and hop on the highway at 8:30 and drive straight down 71 South for 2 hours straight.
Oh wow.
At 8:30 at night after already being up since 6 in the morning. I make it to Columbus. I'm perfectly fine. I'm safe. I'm a little sleepy, but that comes with going straight in a car for 2 hours. Let's see here. So
fuck. Oh, go ahead. Finish your story. Like something just came to mind. I wanted to ask your opinion about, but yeah, finish your story. I didn't mean to interrupt.
This is a good stopping point for me to pause.
Ah.
I'll continue.
Okay.
I haven't even gotten to what happened at the con yet, so.
Did you see the Linkin Park news? I'm going to take the silence as a no.
I did. I'll get into that in a minute.
Oh, we got opinions.
That's on my list of things to talk about. It literally goes, update everybody on where Riley is, Matsuricon, Linkin Park, and then our topic for later.
Okay,
See?
bet.
So I do a little bit of prep work here, Gingy. All right, I know you.
I
don't know how familiar you are with co-hosts doing prep work, but that was a little bash at Riley. By the way, I'm not bashing your Pixels co-hosts.
Oh no, you're fine.
I wanted to clarify there.
Just the last episode in particular. I would tell you guys go listen to it, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. It was so good to see DJ and Dom fucking going back and forth about ripping the fucking House of Mouse Star Wars to shreds.
What's your podcast called for anybody new listening?
Shameless plug: Pixels, Polygons, and Fun.
Thank you. I'll get into why I did. Normally I do that just for the funds, but there's an actual reason why I'm doing that, and I'll get into that in a minute. So I get to the convention, I'm hanging out, I'm chilling with friends. I start walking around. I have so I have a wagon full of bulk Pokemon cards that I no longer need, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I sent you the business card that I was making, correct?
Right.
So the plan was to walk around with a sign that says free Pokemon cards and just hand out Pokemon cards. And if people come up and are interested in free Pokemon cards for literally no reason, I'm just trying to get rid of them. I also hand them my business card and be like, if you scan the QR code, it'll take you to my link tree, linktr.ee/COLOCHU. I make content on the internet. There's a little bit of Pokemon content on there, as well as a really fun podcast. If you want to check me out, go ahead. Thank you, everybody, so much. If you are, excuse me, computer, I need a new cord. Anyway, if you are a brand new listener to this show and this is your first episode, Riley will be back next week. This is RaggingGingy, as I explained before. Thank you, everybody, for actually checking me out and scanning that business card over at Matsuricon. Love you guys. I had a lot of time. I had a lot of fun. So I handed out about 400 business cards out of the 1,000 that I bought. All right. 400 over the course of the entire weekend.
Wow.
Over the course of the weekend. I did not bother anybody. I did not hound them to come over to me. All I did was I posted up near the exit of the dealer's hall on the opposite side of the wall, like on the opposite side of the hallway. holding up a sign that says free Pokemon cards. And I just stood there and I let people come to me. And they did. 400 people, probably even more, probably close to like 450, but I didn't hand cards out to kids because this is not a kid-friendly podcast.
Yeah, most definitely not.
Also, I know you're a parent, so this is probably going to piss you off. Multiple parents at this convention. I am a Ash Ketchum cosplayer standing in the corner with a wagon full of Pokemon cards and a sign that says free Pokemon cards. The amount of children that ran up to me and their parents were just like, yeah, go ahead. Absolutely absurd. If I was a parent and those were my kids, I'd be like, no, you're not going to the stranger with Pokemon cards. That's a white van situation. Don't you dare go over there. I was about to
say, where's your white van? Did you park it around the corner?
But that bothers you, right? That multiple parents were just like, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, were the parents right there next to the child?
Not near me. Probably the other side of the hallway, and then the kids would just run over to me.
Oh, then yeah, no. I wouldn't let my kid run to a stranger like that, especially in a crowded place outside of my physical reach.
Thank you. I just want to make sure that I'm correct in assuming that that's a really fucked parenting technique there.
To me,
or lack of, I should say.
I would say lack of, because I mean, you never know. You never fucking know what the child is gonna walk into.
So, that happened. So, let me send these real quick so you can see. Let me get rid of this one. I got a few, I took a few pictures for the first time. So, that first one is me as Ash, and then we got two Team Rocket guys, me as Ash, Lopunny, and someone cosplaying as Milo from Sword and Shield.
Oh dear God, it's a Lopunny.
It's a Lopunny. Do you want to know what her boyfriend dressed up as?
What?
Joker.
No, Joker. It's a Pokemon Joker. Joker, you can't.
There's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman.
Joker, you can't. You can't, Joker.
Oh, it was great. And then if you look at the other one, here's the picture of me in a jacket that probably doesn't fit me. The Lopunny holding my free Pokemon card sign, which my friend Rachel made. So, absolutely fantastic there. Fantastic work. Love her for that so much. But yeah, I had an amazing fucking time.
Shit.
And the reason why I say you got to do your shameless plug this early on is because I handed out. I can't tell how many people are actually going to tune into the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But so the general rule of thumb when you're shilling yourself out to people is you get it one yes for every 100 no's, right? 1 in 100. That's at least that's what I was told, right?
Right.
I'm at 1 of every 40.
Okay.
My YouTube channel went from 112 to 122.
Not bad. Good shit.
In terms of actual subscribers. So, the TikTok channel will be starting soon. That's the other big news I have. I have been gathering clips from past episodes. Actually, if I go to visuals, I can. Do you want to see one of the clips, Gingy?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, new listeners, should you decide to check out my show called Pixels, Polygons, and Fun, just know it's not professional by any means. or just a bunch of buddies that tend to sit around and bullshit about video games, would love it if you were to stop by. Shameless plug. Watch stream.
I appreciate you doing that shameless plug because that was the perfect amount of time I needed to set this up.
Of course.
Here's a little sneak peek at one of the TikToks. I have edited this down. This is from what episode is this from? The episode number named Space. I can get you an actual number. Hold on. Get that off that screen. Where is the thumbnail? Thumbnail. It's in one of the middle episodes, I believe. Son of a bitch. I can't fucking... Episode 49, Space, where Riley and I come up with the brilliant concept of hurricane water. And then here's Riley to explain hurricane water to you guys. Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
On its way. It's coming for me right now. And I've always wondered, you know, hurricanes hit Florida like every year, right? All the time. Just like so much rain and shit. Like people are dying in floods. Why don't we recycle a little bit of that? Why don't we just take some fucking water bottles and just line them up on the street, and then when it rains in a hurricane, it'll just fill the water bottles, and then you sell them, and then you pass the savings on to the consumer. It's I don't know. I don't see any flaws with that. Why don't we just collect hurricane water? Because of course, if you put water bottles and you stood them up in a hurricane, nothing would knock them down. That'd be ridiculous.
Oh yeah, what you do is you nail the empty water bottles down with the caps off, so you can profit and sell hurricane water.
Yes, that's right. That'd be so extreme. You could do a super like
hurricane was actually like really, really devastating, like Katrina. And then you're just like, you have all these water bottles of hurricane water, and you're just like, does anybody want hurricane water?
No, you got to do it with like extreme marketing, like there's got to be like skateboarders and BMX riders, and it's like hurricane water collected from real hurricanes, the most extreme water. Drink from the water that killed thousands. You will absorb their power.
That's a little sneak peek.
Need to patent that.
Huh?
Hurricane water.
Hurricane water? Yeah, so that's a little sneak peek coming to the I don't have one specifically for the show. But if you want to go follow the TikTok and you want to see funny clips from the show, my handle's at Colochu54, I believe. It's on my link tree, linktr.ee/COLOCHU. If you go there and you click the little TikTok button, it'll take you straight to my page. There's nothing on it right now. Maybe there's something up, but it's coming soon. To be determined. So anyway, so Matsuricon, thank you everybody so much for actually tuning in. If you're a new listener, that's great. Thank you. I had a lot of fun interacting with everybody at the convention. Really a lot of fun. A lot of people wanted to take pictures and everything. I became a local legend, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, so I work the tabletop department, which is like you can rent out board games and stuff. You just sit down, play board games. We have an extensive list of board games and stuff like that. So I volunteer my time and I work it. I work the convention. So when I was not cosplaying at Ash handing Pokemon cards away, I was in the tabletop room. Saturday, I spent about 4 to 5 hours in the same spot just giving away cards and business cards. I go to do my shift at the tabletop room, and like an hour in, someone comes in and they're like, hold on, are you the Ash with the Pokemon cards? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, so many people are talking about you. They're trying to find you right now. And I'm like, am I in trouble? They're like, people just want free shit, bro. That's it. That's all they want. They heard there's no catch whatsoever. You're just giving Pokemon cards away. And then I had like literally like 20 minutes later after that, someone comes in and they see the sign and they're like, is that the sign? And I'm like, the free Pokemon card sign? And they're like, we've heard rumors that there was an Ash giving Pokemon cards out. We didn't know that we were going to find you here. And I'm like, you heard about this from the sign? And they're like, everybody's talking about their sign. I even had the people who work at the actual convention center, like their jobs are to work at the convention center, come and seek me out, and they're like, we heard you have free Pokemon cards. And I'm like, how the hell did you hear that? They're like, dude, word gets around, bro. So super fun. I might start going to more conventions for like on Saturday. Literally just post up with a wagon full of Pokemon cards and my sign and dress as Ash or other Pokemon.
Yeah, keep that myth going.
And just stand there and like don't like I want to become a local legend, and seeing as though 400 cards, I can't do math, but whatever 40% of 70 is, 100% worth it.
40% of $70.
1,000 cards cost me $70. So whatever 40% of 70 is. Are you doing the math?
I am. Okay, so the number is 70%, 40%, 42. 40% off of $70 is $42. So the difference is $28.
Okay, yeah. So that's not even that much for 10 subscribers.
No, God, no. And especially like you can buy.
That's like standing there and be like,
talking about common cards, right?
Anything. I had rares. I had commons, rares. I had a couple.
You can typically buy bulk cards, like random bulk cards for
Gingy. I don't.
fair
Gingy,
price.
take a look at the picture right above the ones that I just sent.
Holy shit!
That little stack next to the outside of the box is 500 cards.
That's fucking wild.
Inside the box plus the 500 out added up to be roughly, because I estimated based off size, based off the size of the 500, 7,500 cards. 7,500. I probably gave away like maybe 500 cards this past weekend. That box will last me many, many years doing these shenanigans. But it was a lot of fun. I love it. It's very, very socially exhausting. It's so socially exhausting to, one, stand in the same place and not really bother anybody unless they look like they're taking interest. Because I don't want to bother the people that don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you're walking past and you're not looking at me, I'm not going to be like, you, dude with the child, you, come here. You want Pokemon cards? Come on, come over here. I'm not going to do that. I stand there, and if you take interest, if you take interest, I will give you Pokemon cards, but I don't want to give it to the people who don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I feel you.
So yeah. It was a lot of fun, but standing there and then also trying to sell yourself while also trying to be like upbeat and like happy and like entertaining for 4 hours straight is really fucking exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah, I can relate to that.
So, but all in all, great time. The next convention I will be guaranteed to be at is OhioCon in January of next year down in Columbus, Ohio. That's Ohio as in OHAYO, not the state, the greeting. OhioCon, I will be there giving out more free Pokemon cards and business cards. If you are from Matsuricon and you decide to go, come say hi. I'll be the one with the exact same everything. I might change the cosplay, not sure yet because OhioCon is cold. But that's the plan, to do it again and come January. So, but yeah, that was Matsuricon. The original plan was gonna have Val come on and talk about Matsuricon, but you know, nothing bad. I didn't reach out in time, so that's on me. Not that I didn't want her to come on the show, just I forgot, and there's no way I'm gonna push Matsuricon off for another week. Anyway, back to what you were saying, Gingy. Linkin Park.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle on this one because to me, Linkin Park is fucking Chester. He was the heart and soul of the band. But I listened to Emily's take on some of the songs, and I can't unassociate the old Linkin Park songs from Chester. I just can't. While I think Emily has a great vocal range, especially on the new song, Emptiness Machine. Like, fantastic vocals on that. Like, you sound amazing. But it seems like to me, from what I have seen, she is trying to replicate Chester's vocal range when she sings the older songs. And, like, I understand, but, do your own thing. Like, I'm still going to support Linkin Park because they're one of my favorite bands of all time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, it really isn't Linkin Park without Chester.
It's really hard to look at Linkin Park and know that that's the band playing behind the vocals, and then the vocals are just, they feel like a fantastic cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to group no hard feelings to Emily because I know she's probably going through some shit right now, considering the fact that probably a decent amount of Linkin Park's fan base is shitting all over her.
Oh, the
right
entire
now.
internet is on fire. Like, there are a lot of people supporting her, and I would like to say that I'm part of the group that supports her. Like, you got an incredible amount of stress and fucking weight to the role that you are yourself into. Like, I wish you the best, like, truly, like, the best of luck, because you are stepping into some mighty fine shoes that, it's, pun intended, it's so heavy. Huh, Linkin Park pun.
So I think I heard a little bit of the new song, and it sounds good. It doesn't scream Linkin Park to me. I think
that's where I want to respectfully disagree with you there. I think the new song does. I mean, Linkin Park doesn't have a sound. They are all over the place with their music. Like, you can't define Linkin Park to one genre
I
of
meant
music,
like
but
vocals.
there's like a energy. There's like an energy feel to Linkin Park songs. And this latest one, Emptiness Machine, to me, still carries the Linkin Park energy. Just different.
I meant like it doesn't scream Linkin Park. Linkin Park is what you, me, and a lot of other people grew up with. And I'm not bashing them for changing the vocals. Props to them. A lot of bands change their vocals over time. Even like the great classic rock legends change vocals. Like Van Halen's changed vocals before. AC/DC is probably going to. Like a lot of them, it's understandable. Your lead singer dies, but you want to keep making music because that's what you're passionate about. So you go and you switch the vocalist. But it's just, I think there's just going to be this awkward like little adjustment period where everybody's like the shock of a new singer for Linkin Park. It almost feels too soon. But at the same time, it's not.
Right. I think I'm going to reserve my final judgment for when the album comes out, and I'm going to give the album in its entirety multiple listens through before I give my final opinion on Emily.
That's completely fair. I'm not mad about it. Her vocal range is, like you said, absolutely phenomenal. Like really impressive. I found out about this through TikTok earlier, and I see her dancing around the stage, and I'm just like, please don't fuck this. Don't fuck this up. You fuck this up, you're gonna get worse. You're gonna get shit on for the rest of your life for attempting to take Chester's spot. There's gonna be an adjustment period, but I think in the end, people are going to come around. Look, I gotta stay on the pun game, all right? Riley's not here.
I'm just waiting for the end. Come on now.
Riley's not here to stop the puns, Gingy.
Yeah, because he probably would have fainted by now.
He's too busy trying to
He would have given up.
He's trying to find a new dad on Grindr right now. He's too busy.
Oh, did Riley send you, because he sent me a DM of it. He sent me a picture of baby Riley.
Baby Riley.
Yeah. I don't know if he sent the DM to you or not.
Did he caption it literally me right now?
No. He just, like, out of context, he sent me a picture of baby Riley. You know, a baby picture of himself, just fucking randomly. And my immediate thought was to turn it into a meme. I did.
What's the picture of?
Oh, it's a picture of Riley himself as a baby.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you in a DM. I don't know if he wants it on the stream.
I'm not gonna put it on the stream. That's something for him to bring up.
Figured you get a kick
yeah,
out of
he
it.
sent me the same picture. I was trying to get you to tell me what the child was wearing.
He was a pumpkin.
Without sounding like a pedophile.
Yeah, you're good. He's a pumpkin. But yeah, I just sent you it over a DM.
Yeah, I see that. Anyway.
But no, like I'm excited in a sense to see more Linkin Park. But again, I'm going at it with a different feel. And
I need to stop thinking of it as Linkin Park and think of it as like a new band. Ignore the name for a little bit and just listen to it solely for the music.
Right, I think that's just what it's gonna have to be for everybody. But like, good luck, Emily. Like truly,
absolutely,
best of luck.
Fantastic vocal range. She sang that the beginning of that whatever song I was listening to on TikTok. Oh my god, that girl has got some chords on her.
When you sing the older songs, don't try to make yourself sound like Chester. Just don't. Because you're not. Nobody will ever replace what Chester did. But you can still bring your own energy to it. And if that's what you are doing, then fucking bravo. Props to you. But you can't. you can't replicate them.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what the rest of this album will entail.
We'll see. It's definitely something I'm gonna have to give a listen to. Especially because I made you go out of your genre and listen to something else, which is what we're gonna get into right now.
Yeah, I'm not.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah, I am not a musical guy. I'm really not. I tried getting into it on several occasions for people. It's not my cup of tea.
What, musicals?
Yes,
Or this specifically?
musicals in general.
Okay. Penguin
Yeah.
told me I have. So, Gingy, do you know what an autism trait is? Not the scientific term, but like the social term.
No.
Something that you're like really passionate about that's not super mainstream.
Oh, okay.
Mine is Greek mythology. I know a shit ton of Greek mythology. One of the best things I ever did, and like I really, really enjoyed back when I was in college, I took a Greek mythology course taught by someone who majored in Greek mythology and was from Greece. Best course I ever fucking took. I had the time of my life. It was fantastic. Like in a purely educational sense, phenomenal. And I'm sure you know, after knowing me for all these years, I do not speak of school very highly. This is like outside of history of rock and roll that I took back in high school, that and Greek mythology in college, those are the only two classes where I genuinely had a great time and actually enjoyed going into the classroom for it. Like I enjoyed learning for the like first time in those classes. So my autism trait is Greek mythology. I know way too much and I obsess over it a lot. In recent years that has really fallen off. I still really enjoy it anytime something pops up like on TikTok or whatever. I really, really enjoy it. I love hearing the stories. I think it's fascinating to hear all these stories that whether they happened or not, they really are like fantastic. Like they're fantastic stories. I love them. The storytelling is amazing. Penguin, local friend Penguin Mage to the podcast friend Penguin Mage, told me about a musical that a guy wrote and is currently writing. It's not done yet, by the way. Called Epic the Musical, which follows the Odyssey, our boy Odysseus. Now, another love of mine that I'm obsessed with is music. So combining music with Greek mythology, I was hooked instantly. I've discovered this like probably 3 days ago. Wednesday, I believe. 2 days ago. Penguin told me about it 2 days ago. I listened to it all day at work yesterday, all day at work today. I can't get enough of it. I'm constantly overanalyzing it, listening to different parts of the songs and everything. Listening to the background vocals, trying to pick different things out that I didn't notice before, like different little little things here and there. While also this is my autism. I'm sorry, Gingy, but you're gonna realize. I'm sure you've realized this in a minute. I'm sure you realized this already. I'm also listening to the different kind of instruments that are played when different people are singing their parts. Different characters are singing their parts means different instruments are being played to accompany their character. Fucking fantastic. I can't fucking get enough of this shit. Penguin sent me like a couple TikToks based off of like a couple TikToks with a few of the songs from the musical, and now every other video is Epic the Musical videos of people doing things to it, and I'm like, this is like the best thing. This has given me so much fucking dopamine. I don't think you understand. Fangirling aside, I want to get your opinion on it. You said that you were not super into musicals.
Mm-hmm.
However, in terms of the music, the instruments behind it, I felt like you might slightly enjoy it just because of the music behind it, because I have an idea of what your music taste is, which is why I suggested it to you. And then, I mean, in terms of like storytelling and stuff, I need to stop. Go ahead. Your opinion, please, before I go and spend the next hour and a half just blabbering on.
Sorry, I was trying to tune out the pain. Like, I would say, like, out of a 10, it's sitting at a solid 12 right now. I listened to a couple of the songs. I did not have time to listen to the entire musical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Go through the songs that you listen to. I'm sure you're gonna do that already, but go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know if they're the right ones because I typed up Epic the Musical on YouTube. I really liked The Horse and the Infant.
Okay, so that's correct.
Okay, and then Full Speed Ahead, and then Warrior of the Mind. Those three I really liked.
What else? How far into this did you go?
The other one I did listen to a bit before I had to put it down to get back to work stuff was Storm.
Okay. You might like Ruthlessness, where Odysseus, not Odysseus, where Odysseus encounters Poseidon, and it's a really heavy song because Poseidon is fucking pissed about Polyphemus, the Cyclops, getting maimed in the eye by Odysseus. That entire song is Poseidon just screaming at Odysseus the entire time. It's fucking fantastic. So if you guys don't know about Epic the Musical, excuse me. I'm pretty sure
I liked it.
Go ahead.
From what I listened to it, I liked it, but I want to hear your opinion of it.
So I want to do a little informational real quick before I mean, my opinion has been glowing this entire fucking time. But Jorge Rivera Herons is the one who wrote and pretty much did everything for this. It's not an actual musical. There's no performance. It's just songs. So it's not like a Broadway musical or anything like that with like dialogue and stuff. It's all in the songs, which is why people are obsessed with it. There's little animations on YouTube, I believe. I think. I'm not too sure. I haven't delved into that much.
Mm-hmm.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 sagas right now. Each saga is consisting of a different part of the Odyssey, which is what this covers. Which is why I asked if you know about the Odyssey, and you said yes. The Odyssey, if you guys don't know, is the crazy fucking journey that Odysseus and his men took following the events of the Trojan War. I know a lot more people know about the Trojan War than the Odyssey, or maybe that's flipped. I don't care. So the first one is the Trojan Saga, the one that you really, really liked. Horse and the Infant, Full Speed Ahead, and Warrior of the Mind. That follows the events that are happening immediately after, like during the battle and after the war. Then it jumps into the Cyclops Saga, which is them on the Cyclops one. I think that's the most well-known story of Odysseus, I believe.
One of them, yeah.
Then Storm is they're sailing around and they encounter the wind god. Then they go. That's the ocean saga. The the Circe saga follows the events that happen on Circe's island. That entire saga is absolutely beautiful. I love her voice. I love Circe. Then they go down to the underworld. And then there's the Thunder saga involving the immortal cows and Zeus and the sirens. And then there's the Wisdom saga that actually just got released, like a week or two ago, maybe, relatively recently. And then to finish it up, which they have not released them yet. Jorge has not released them yet, but there's the Vengeance saga and then the Ithaca saga, I believe. There's 2 more sagas to come, so possibly 8 more songs to go, which is fucking fantastic. I can't wait for those to come out. So yeah, it follows the story of Odysseus, and I love the Odyssey. I love the sirens. I love the take on everything. It's a fresh, modern retelling of everything. If you could pick that out.
Yeah, I could.
My opinion is I absolutely love this. I'm obsessed with music. I'm obsessed with Greek mythology. So the minute you mix those two together, it was like love at first sight.
So what can I get you? Like, what do I have to do to get you to stream Assassin's Creed Odyssey? Because I feel like that game would be right up your fucking alley.
How much Greek mythology does it deal with though?
A hell of a lot.
Are you sure? I'll look into it. My computer's not very, very good. My computer shits out on itself when it tries to run when it tries to live stream Phasmophobia.
Oh shit.
So live streaming heavy games, recording heavy games is fine. I can record no problem. It's the live streaming that causes problems sometimes, but I'll check it out. I'll look into it. I'll see how much Greek mythology is actually part of it. So you liked, let's see, Horse and the Infant, Full Speed Ahead, and Warrior of the Mind. I really think that you'll enjoy I don't know if you want to like take notes on this or whatever to just check them out. You don't have to. I don't care. Remember Them from the Cyclops saga, Ruthlessness from the Ocean saga. Any song, well, I guess Done For from the Circe saga is really, really good. Also Puppeteer. I think you'd really like the Underworld. Thunderbringer from the Thunder saga. Let's see. You might like Little Wolf. I'm not sure. It's a little.
I mean, I'll take a look. Absolutely.
If you get a chance, I'd highly suggest you listen all the way through. But I know asking last minute if you can listen to 2 hours worth of content is a lot to ask. But the original plan was to have
like,
fucking Penguin on, but Penguin said she's in bed, so she's not gonna show up.
Yeah, I do hope she gets better soon. Migraines are never fun.
Anyway, specifically because I don't want to spend too much time on this because we are almost to an hour. I'm not trying to cut it off in an hour, but you also said you're at 12 out of 10 right now, so
Yeah, it's not bueno. And unfortunately, there is quite literally nothing I can do. I mean, I'm taking antibiotics, so hopefully that will, make it go away for the most part. But till I get that procedure bullshit done, because our health system is shit here in the U.S.
yeah, I get that. the one thing that I really, really, if I have to narrow it down to like one thing that I like about this, outside of that it's Greek mythology put into music, is the fact that if you listen from start to finish, start with the Troy, end with the Wisdom Saga, going like chronologically, the songs will build off each other. There are specific songs in here that will bring up vocals from previous Saga's songs to continue telling the story and keep it all looped together. The other thing is, when you first like read about the Odyssey, did you imagine Odysseus as being like an older dude in his like 40s and 50s?
What I kind of figured.
This one takes a fresh take with in terms of vocals and has him be in his like 30s. The vocals didn't fully reflect how I originally viewed Odysseus, but I'm like, this fits. The vocals are fantastic. You said Warrior of the Mind. What did you think of Athena? Because that was her singing, is Athena.
See, I didn't know that.
I've listened
Bravo.
to Gingy, I've listened to this like 6 times through in like 2 days.
I will listen through all of it, and then I will give you my final thoughts.
Yeah, that's fine.
I really don't want to say like one way or the other because I didn't listen to all of it as a whole.
I mean, you
It's been
can
my
give your
usual
opinions
thing,
on the
but
songs that you listen to.
I like them. The songs that I listen to, I like the pitch. I like the pace, I guess, for lack of a better word, of the songs, and the vocal range on some of them fuckers. Fucking props.
It's amazing. I didn't know something like this existed out there, and I'm trying to like not fangirl too much. But the other one I highly suggest is the other fantastic thing is, like, if you do listen to it all the way through, like from start to finish, not stopping, don't look at the names of the songs, because that kind of gives things away a little bit. But the best combination of songs, like first one, second one, is from the Thunder Saga with the sirens, Suffering, and Different Beast. So do you mind if I spoil a little bit?
Go for it.
So Suffering, he's encountering the sirens, right? But you don't know it's the sirens, because they didn't say anything about it, because this is the beginning of a new saga of songs. So the first one is called Suffering, and it opens up with Odysseus and Penelope singing. Now, if you didn't know, Penelope is Odysseus's wife, whom he has been away for like 12 years or some shit like that. So it's those two singing, and you're vibing. You're like, okay, I know why these two are meant to be together. They're singing, they're having a fun, flirty little time. And then the song ends, and it immediately cuts to dramatic music, and Odysseus saying, "You're not my wife, and you're a siren," and it cuts to that for Different Beast, and the whole fucking mood goes from like sweet, flirty kind of music to this intense battle music of them killing all of the sirens.
Oh shit.
And like listening to this for the first time, I'm aware of like what sirens are and what they do. But listening to this, I didn't know that this was going to go like turn into the sirens. So I'm listening and I'm like, "Oh, it's Penelope. They're having a fun, flirty little time. It's so cute. I love this. I love the music behind it. It feels so upbeat and like refreshing." And then all of a sudden it's just like, "Nah, they were fucking sirens. Kill them all." And I'm just like, "Holy shit." There's a song with Hermes, which his voice is very flamboyant, but once you get past that, it sounds like infinitely better Bruno Mars song, kind of.
Okay.
like really, really vibey, really, really good. I need to have this list up. It's called Wouldn't You Like in the Cersei saga. Cersei's vocals, I 100% love them. Another thing that happened in the Wisdom saga, I believe. I don't know why I keep closing my phone because I'm gonna need this for reference. Yeah, in the Wisdom saga, you know how he ends up on Calypso's island? Vaguely.
Yeah, I do.
This song starts off with her opening it up with like, "Hey sleepyhead, what's up? How you doing? Blah blah blah." She's like, "Hey sleepyhead, how you doing? Uh blah blah blah. You talk in your sleep. So by the way, who's Penelope?" And Odysseus goes, "She's my wife." And there's about 3 to 4 seconds of just music. And you can just you can visualize Calypso's face of just going from like fun and flirty to that just dead expression of fuck. And then it immediately cuts into her saying, "Anyways," and goes back to fun and flirty. And it's like those tiny little details that make this such a good fucking thing to listen to. Like, the attention to detail on this musical is fucking fantastic. I don't think there's another one that, like, I'm so excited to hear the next 2 sagas. But I'm probably just going to keep repeating myself if I keep going.
Just now, reading this update, the original guitarist Brad Delson from Linkin Park is backing out of the reunion tour.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Does it say why?
No.
Huh.
Does not. But anyway, please continue with what you were saying.
Let's see. To anybody who actually knows what I'm talking about with Epic the musical, I'm sorry if I'm jumping around. My brain is very, very scattered because I haven't had a chance to like fully talk about this. So Mind. Did you listen to Open Arms at all
I don't think so.
with the Lotus Eaters and Polites?
I don't think so. Mm-mm.
So Polites is like his best friend. And they encounter the Lotus Eaters on one of the first islands they go to. Polites eats of the lotus fruit and like loses his mind, but not in like a psych ward crazy kind of way, but like more of like a enlightened way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So that kind of hits hard knowing that they were best friends. And then I believe in 1 or 2 other songs, specifically the one with Calypso that I was just talking about, she's singing to Odysseus and she says the phrase "open arms," like "come to me in with open arms" or something like that. I might be messing that up, but she says "open arms," and immediately after she says that, the song that Polites sang in Open Arms earlier on at the Lotus, dealing with the Lotus Eaters,
Right.
starts playing softly in the background, and it just hits you in the feels so hard. Like, here's a little reminder that you lost somebody. Earlier on when they went to the underworld, that same thing happens again. Polites shows up and is singing his song in the background. And it's like all these people are still constantly like there.
Mm-hmm.
But like everything just builds upon each other to where, like, when I was listening to it today, it doesn't feel like they recorded songs individually. It feels like this isn't an almost 2-hour performance. Like, it feels like they're just telling an entire story and it takes like 2 hours to go through. And that's why I love it, because it's literally just them telling a story but with different songs, and everything's very coherent. I'm gonna keep repeating myself if I continue.
See,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna call it there. Was there anything else you wanted to bring up for the show?
No, not really. I mean, you know, now that I think about it, last question, and then I'm tapping out. You never said what your house was, Alex. When we were talking about Harry Potter earlier.
Hufflepuff.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Do you have any questions about this, by the way? I figured
No,
I should
mean,
ask
I'm
that.
fairly, I do like Greek mythology myself.
God, I love Greek mythology. You don't have any questions about who was who?
No.
So the main singer is obviously Odysseus.
Right. Kind of figured as much.
The female vocals in Warrior of the Mind was Athena, who shows up in a couple other songs. They gave his son Telemachus his own song, by the way.
Interesting.
That's in the Wisdom Saga, closer to the end, because they switch over to what he's been up to. And there's a fantastic line by Antaeus, I believe. One of the guys trying to fuck his mom. He's like trying to intimidate Telemachus. And he's like, "Why don't you go get your tramp of a mother to come out here? Or why don't you open the door so we can have fun with the tramp of a mother?" And he's like, "Don't you call my mother a tramp." And I'm just like, "Ooh, fucking goosebumps. God damn, kid. You don't gotta yell like that. Shit." But all in all, if you have not listened to it, go listen to it in its entirety. It is a fantastic work of art. And I don't speak very highly. I don't speak this highly of things a lot. So, like, you have the Kolochu seal of approval here. But yeah, Gingy, I highly recommend it. If you liked a few of the songs do get a little like softer and slower, but they usually ramp back up to like Warrior of the Mind kind of tempo.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I will for sure listen.
And if
to
you
the rest of
don't, I'm not gonna bother you if you do or don't. The one you have to listen to, non-negotiable, is Ruthless or Ruthlessness, because I think you will like it. It's literally just
Yeah,
Poseidon
absolutely,
shitting
Alex.
on Odysseus for 3 minutes.
Absolutely, I will.
That's got to do it for me. Is that it for you?
That is it for me.
Do you have any questions about things that may or may not that might happen later on about the Odyssey?
If I do, I will make sure to shoot them to you. It's getting pretty hard at this point, quite frankly, to think of questions out of my ass.
Okay, that's it. Thanks everybody so much for listening to Detour Ahead. You can find me linktr.ee/COLOCHU. That's Kolochu. You can find us on Patreon, patreon.com/detourahead, DETOURAHEAD. Gingy.
Well, you can my big thing that I do is Pixels, Polygons, and Fun, and it's a video game podcast and pop culture. Like we little bit of everything under that umbrella. It is coming out soon, but I have started a D&D podcast called The Four Pillars. Stay tuned for that. I am waiting on getting a feed for the show itself. And then once we are a couple of episodes in, like recording wise,
Okay.
we'll start pushing the episodes out because I want to be able to have like a backlog, if
Yep.
that makes sense. Especially when it comes to like a story podcast, like I need to have that library of all back on. I stream twitch.tv/ppafgingy, where I've been going through all of the Assassin's Creed games. Currently, I just started Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Okay.
And I want to say after Rogue, it will be Syndicate.
Have you done Odyssey already?
No, I have not.
When does that show up?
I am looking up release order right now. Okay, so I was wrong. So it's Rogue. Next one is Unity. And
Okay.
then it's Syndicate after that. And then after Syndicate will be Assassin's Creed Origins, which will be, like the ancient Egypt one. And then after Origins, it'll be Odyssey. And starting with Origins and moving forward, I will be doing the DLC. Like, I'll get the DLC for these games. Or for those games. But the others, I will, I just haven't. But moving from Origins and moving forward, we'll be doing the DLC as well for the games. But currently, we're on Rogue. Just started that. I want to say there are only 9 sequences in the game, and we're already in sequence 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, stop by. Feel free. Say hello. I do not bite.
Perfect. Go check Gingy out on twitch.tv/ppafgingy. ppafgingy. Patreon.com/Detour Ahead. DETOURAHEAD. Getting real good at that.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, so much for listening, and thank you to all of the new subscribers on YouTube and all the people who are brand new to the show. Go check out some of the other things we've done.
Bye.